Hi all, welcome to a new short series on the history of ChangShu, a small city in China. We will be exploring the rich local culture and culture of ChangShu and show how the history of such a small city may portray aspects of the larger cultural landscape of China. This episode will go over the basic background information of ChangShu, as well as the different prehistoric cultures that existed during the time. ChangShu is a small city in the east of China, 22 miles north of Suzhou. Currently, it is under the jurisdiction of Suzhou and Jiangsu province, as it has been for most of history. The city itself has over 6,000 years of history, mainly as an agricultural center for China. Originally, ChangShu was named Yuxiang, Yu Township, and has changed many names since, until settling on ChangShu in the 6th year of the Datong and Liao dynasty. The name ChangShu is meant to symbolize good harvest every year, originating from ChangShu's position low in the southeast and high in the northwest, and its good harvest regardless of floods, droughts, and other natural disasters. In this picture, we can see a geographical map of ChangShu through history. Red lines represent ChangShu under Song and Yuan dynasty, green represents under Ming dynasty, and purple represents Qing dynasty. The dotted lines represent the current boundaries of ChangShu. As you can see, ChangShu has considerably shrunk throughout history. This is because recently in the 1960s, a significant portion of ChangShu was used to create Shazhou County. Now let's move on to the prehistoric cultures present in ChangShu. The earliest cultural site in ChangShu, the Majiabang site, dates back to prehistoric times, over 6,700 years ago. Based on findings, this culture is linked to the origins of the fishing, hunting, and gathering cultures in China, with extensive agricultural systems, especially in rice farming, which was one of the main sources of economy in the region. The later part of this Majiabang culture is often called the Songzhe culture. The Qiandi Lane site in ChangShu has over 5,500 years of the Songzhe culture. The main discoveries from both of these sites for the Majiabang and the Songzhe culture include jade, pottery, and human remains. The continuation of the Songzhe culture was the Liangzhu culture, dating back more than 5,000 years, originating from the Liangzhu town in Zhejiang, Yuhang, and spreading to ChangShu. Remnants were found in the Luodun site in ChangShu, a group of tombs. Liangzhu culture apparent in what was found at the site was the peak of jade ware during the Neolithic period. While some were production tools, most were actually decoration and ceremonial utensils. One of the most representative artifacts of this culture is the jade cong. This is a square cylinder with a hollow inside and square outside. The sides are often carved with patterns of gods, humans, and beasts. There was an old saying in China, the sky is round and the earth is square. Therefore, the artifact was likely a ritualistic vessel to worship the earth, and the patterns around it were portrayals of the spirits that they worshipped. It was clear that even in prehistoric times, the agricultural fertility not only made it a place that people wanted to settle, but also made ChangShu a very prosperous area, as shown by all the jade and rich cultures that developed there. That's it for today's video on ChangShu's prehistoric culture and background information. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next episode will be continuing the development of ChangShu with some of the stories from later dynasties. See you then!